A typical wet fall day in Ontario as the round of four is reached in the McCormick Cup. Doing battle on this day, the finalists from 2004, this year's Marshall Division runners-up, the Irish Canadians, and the eventual winners in last year's Cup final, the Balmy Beach. The Irish prevailed over the Beach in their two regular season encounters, and there was little to suggest that a third win would be a problem, except for, of course, a very fired-up Balmy Beach team. The two sides march out into the dampness for 80 minutes that will end one team's season. Irish fly half Ed Gardner gets the game underway under the watchful eye of referee Jerry Clayton. The Beach have the first bite of the apple for scoring on the afternoon, the Irish guilty of not rolling away in the tackle. Simon Rogers, one of Ontario's top place kickers, lines up a shot from 42 meters. The long effort goes wide. Here's Jason Verstraeten attempting to clear his lines, but he fails to find touch. Jesse Henkenhack now on the counterattack. He feeds back inside to Rogers, who then finds a streaking flanker, Scott Dunham. The Beach captain drives to the 10-meter line. Glenn Miller offers great service from the ruck. Left, back out to Rogers, one man to beat. He takes some tacklers with him as Clayton signals the try. Rogers a bit spent. He takes a breath to consider the moment. He then converts his score, 7-0 to the Beach after 5 minutes. A few minutes later, Kyle Nichols into contact. He gets dumped hard and tempers flare. Clayton confers with touch judge Dan Ganna, and then a committee meeting. But the cards stay in the pocket for the time being. Now, Ed Gardner trying to get his team on the board, but he's wide from 40. The Irish getting close now. Mark Thompson flipping a back pass inside, but the effort is knocked on at the line. The Beach are offside, but the Irish ignore the kickable penalty, opting for a kick to the corner and a potential try. Will the gamble pay off? Azar with the clean take. They take a moment to get it out. Now it's down the line. Dropped ball ends the threat. Look at the surgical-like kicking of Simon Rogers here, keeping the Irish penned in their half. Look at this touch finder. And no, this one isn't a replay. He does it again a few minutes later. The Irish finally get a break, however. Number 8, Dave Knowles, streaking through a gap from 30 meters. Glenn Miller not happy about the lapse. Gardner adds the conversion but misses a subsequent penalty attempt. We're still tied at 7. Just before the half, Rogers adds a penalty, and now he's trying a drop goal here. Wide to the left, Beach into the break with a 10-7 lead. We are 51 minutes in. Rogers with a 40-meter shot lined up when all of a sudden, Irish physio Chris Jackson comes onto the pitch to treat Mark Thompson. The Beach fans and Clayton not happy about the invasion. It doesn't rattle Rogers, though. He puts it through, 13-7 to the Beach. Irish coach Mark Winokur obviously not happy about this turn of events. The Irish then concede another penalty, holding on to the ball in the tackle, and with the hot foot of Rogers, they'll go for goal. Add another 3, 16-7 Balmy Beach. The Simon Rogers kicking clinic continues. Another shot from 40, just nudges over the bar, 19-7 to the Beach. Beach players are starting to believe they might be going back to the final a second straight year. But don't count your chickens just yet. Here is Clayton giving his marching orders to Proc Boris Stoikos. Some business in the rug. 48-year-old Paul Fuzzy Ambrose getting the call into the front row to replace Stoikos. The Irish bring on wing Fabian Rain as an impact sub. Deploy nearly works a minute later. Rain getting stopped just short of the line. Dale Burley knocking it on, and the threat. A penalty against the Beach now on the 5. McCulley with the last gasp, but a knock-on ends the day. There's the whistle full time, and the Beach players are ecstatic. The Balmy Beach headed back to the final a second straight year. Here's Captain Scott Dunham.
Yeah, we couldn't have asked for a better defensive effort from the guys. Every year we get up for this game against the Irish. I mean, it's just a repeat of last year's McCormick Cup. We don't put too much stress on the season. We just try to gear up come playoff time. Well, we knew from obviously from the weather it was going to be a tough day to handle the ball. So, especially in the first half against the wind, our kind of goal was to just get the ball deep in their end. Hopefully come up in a flat line and let them make mistakes. So that went pretty well. And we also had a solid defense. And then kind of the second half, it was once we had the score, we just wanted to again keep the ball in their end. Hopefully capitalize off the mistakes, get a few kicks for points. And,
to some degree. I mean, obviously the weather conditions changed some things. It wasn't, a terribly bad day, but it did change the tactics. And then, unfortunately, when you got a player like Simon, he can take advantage of a day like this.
Yeah, I mean, you got to give him a go inside 40 meters. And the guy was automatic today, so great having a guy like that on our squad.
Next up, the Marshall Division champs, the Oakville Crusaders, a team the Beach lost to twice in the regular season, but as the Irish now know, that doesn't mean a thing. For all your McCormick Cup news, log on to CanadianRugbyNews.com. The first 40 people who email us with McCormick Cup Special in the subject line will get a 6-month pass to the site. I'm Canadian Rugby News Editor Doug Crosse. Thanks for watching, and talk to you soon.